I just got ready for the day and I thought I'd quickly sit down with a few of my items that I have been trying out and let you know what I think of them, and then, or tell you what I like instead. So let's just quickly jump through. I have quite a few items to get through real fast, and I will tell you what I think. So it's going to be either a love it, like it, or leave it. So we'll see how these all rank for me personally. First off, every single YouTube beauty person, it feels like, has tried this brush, the Artís, different like almost paddle brushes. And gosh, it's been over a year that I've been wanting to try this. You know how you just get so curious. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to try it. I just want to experience what that's like. Maybe I'd love it, maybe I wouldn't, but it's not cheap. You know, so I just thought, well, finally I'm going to try it. I want to know how I feel about it. So I decided to get the Oval number 7. It felt like the best one for not too big, not too small, a good foundation brush. So I did purchase this one, and I have tried it several times. Let me see if I can even open the box. It comes in a box that looks like this. Let me just take this out, and I just used it not long ago, so but the brush is very, very dense, very, very soft. I mean, you could just play with this thing. It's very, very soft. It's very attractive. I like it. It's good. It's a good size, as you can see how where it fits on my face. You can really kind of get in there and so forth and get in the crevices, yet it's not so small that, you know, it does work. I'll tell you that right now. This works. It spreads the foundation on beautifully. I think it's small enough that it could also be used for possible cheap cheek products. The things that I don't care for it much are, as you're spreading it, this is very bendy. It's very whoopity whoopity whoopity. Do you know what I mean? It just, sorry. It's, you know, just kind of, it's not real stiff, which I don't know, I feel like for the price it should have been a little more substantial in the handle, and it shouldn't do that. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's better that it does. But that just felt cheap to me, I guess. I don't know. And for the expense of what it is, that bothered me a little bit. I didn't find it any easier to blend than my Beauty Blender. I don't know. I'm not blown away by it. I'm just not. And for some reason my camera wants to focus here. I apologize. I'm not blown away by this at all. It's fine. I like it. It's soft. I'm so glad I tried it. I'll be honest. I'm glad I tried it. But you know what? I would rather use my Beauty Blender. It works just as quickly, leaves just the same finish. I don't know, I just prefer my Beauty Blender. So I now have an Artís number 7 Oval that I'm probably not going to use very often, but at least now I know. You never know till you try, and that's how I found many, that's how I found many of my favorite items, is just by giving them a try. So I tried it, and so let's see. I would say I like it. This is between a like it or leave it, because I do like it, it's fine, but I probably won't reach for it. So it's kind of a leave it also. So it's going to go right between those two. Okay, another item that I've been trying and I was all excited about was the Hoola Lite. Hoola is that iconic bronzer that has been out forever in these, by Benefit. It's these little boxes, and you've all seen them. But the Hoola was just way too dark for me. And so when they came out with Hoola Lite, I was thrilled to pieces. Now, I mean, this is basically my face color already, so it doesn't really do a whole lot of bronzing up for my face, and I'm very, very fair. Now, if you look at my underarm, it's darker than that. Not my underarm, but you know, the underside of my arm is definitely darker than that. But my face usually isn't quite this light. It's, you know, it sees the sun more often than that part of my arm. But as you can see, this is very, very, very light. So if you are super fair, porcelain fair, this will be a bronzer for you. I have been using it almost daily, just kind of around the edges, and it does add a little bit more warmth to my face, I believe. Like right now, my face does look a little warmer than my chest even, and I only put a little bit of this on, so maybe this is working more than I thought. But you have to have very, very light skin. So I just want to warn you that if you're planning on trying this, you need to be very fair for it to show up pretty much at all. I even tried it though as like an all over eyelid color, and that works actually well, just kind of, you know, blend out the eye. So I will be using this. I don't know if I'll repurchase it. I wish there was something between the regular Hoola and the Lite. That would be perfect for me. So maybe someday that'll happen. So there's that. Another item that I love in several colors that I have are the Stila Smudge Sticks waterproof eyeliners. I really like these. These have been around for a long, long time. I'm not at all saying they're new. This is not a new product, and they're not really new to me either. But I found this color that I'm really, really liking, and it is called Tetra. and it's a purple. Now, I normally don't wear a lot of purple on my eyes. I mean, I sometimes do just a little bit to sort of add a little bit of color, but I have green eyes, and I read somewhere that if you put purple near your green eyes, it really makes the green pop out more. So I thought I'd give this a try. So this is a really pretty, it's a dark, so you're not really seeing massive purple. You basically get a regular eyeliner look to it with a tiny bit of color, and the color that you do get, it tends to brighten things up. So I really do like it. It's brighter than a black. And with the smudge sticks, you can smudge them out a little bit, which I really like to do. And then once you've smudged them, just let it set. It's good to go all day, and then it does not smudge the rest of the day. I'm really, really liking that, and I wanted to share that color with you. This, love it. Okay, another item that I have been trying lately and really enjoying is this. It's the new mascara, Triple Benefit Mascara by Laura Geller. Now, I have the Ulta, you know, the Platinum whatever on Ulta. So this was offered to Platinum members at Ulta early. And so I grabbed this, wow, a week or two ago. It was wild. I've been using it ever since. It's called Lash Boss. I'm sorry, I don't believe I said that. I said Triple Benefit, but it's called Lash Boss. And the actual, the tube is cute, isn't it? It reminds me of the Lancome. But the brush itself is very different. And see if this will focus at all. It's got like short bristles on one side and then a longer fanned out bristles on the other. And the idea is for, first you start with the longer bristles to just comb through the lashes, and it gives length and separates and combs them through. And then the shorter area can easily get right in there and get your bottom lashes. And this does work beautifully. It does not clump. They say it curls, no flaking whatsoever with this, which that's what I appreciate more than anything. So I'm really loving Lash Boss by Laura Geller. So I would say that's a love it. I do love it. Okay. Let's see, next, I decided to try this. It's the new Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle Double Duty Beauty Contour and Highlight Palette. Now, I don't do a lot of contouring, but I will say that occasionally I will add a little bit of dimension to my face sometimes. And I've been using Kevin Aucoin, his contour, which I really, really have been liking. But I thought I'd give this a try because I saw it at Ulta actually, and I saw that the color was good. Let's see if you can see my camera and everything else. But this is what the this is what the outside of it looks like. And when you open it up, it's got a really large mirror. There's my windows. And these are the colors. So this bronzer, not bronzer, I'm sorry, this contour is a perfect color for a contour in my opinion because it's got more of a cool tone to it. When any kind of a contour has too much warmth in it, it just looks wrong. Basically, a contour should be like a shadow, and shadows always have more of a cool tone to them, not really a warm tone. So that was perfect. So I thought I'd definitely give it a try because I wanted to try the contour more than anything. So I will contour a little bit right there and sometimes down the jawline too, just kind of darken that up and make that look more sharp. So that's what I do with contour, and I've been using this and I do really like it. I don't know if I like it better than the Kevin Aucoin. I would say no, I don't like it better than. It is cooler than the Kevin Aucoin. The Kevin Aucoin tends to be just a tiny bit darker, not darker, warmer still. So anyway, here is basically, you know, you're not gonna be able to see much of anything, but there you go. And it just works really well, at least for my skin. So I'm liking that a lot. Now the highlight involved here, I didn't know, I mean, when you just use your finger, it looks pretty highlighted, as you can see. However, on the face, I don't really see it as highlighty. I used it here today, and I see a little bit of highlight, and that's good. It's definitely not a wow, shiny highlight type of thing. I believe that you can even get away with like using this on a brush and kind of going all over for an all over glow. But it's not a super duper highlighty kind of a highlight. So anyway, I am enjoying this. I'm going to be using it more and more and just to give it a much better try. But for now, I think it's working for me and I really like it. I just wanted to make sure that you know that it is a cool toned contour and that the highlight itself does not dazzle. You know, it's a more of a softer, more realistic type of a highlight. So there's that. And now speaking of highlights too, I love the Kevin Aucoin contour like I was telling you. And I saw this on the Space NK site. It's called the Neo Highlighter by Kevin Aucoin. And what it is basically is you have his 3 different highlight shades. If I can see if I remember what they are. This one's called Golden Rose Glow Sahara, however you want to pronounce that. It's the 3 different ones that he's done, and now I can't think of a single one of the names of them, but I will link them. But basically, it's slightly ombre, where the lighter, I think it's called Candlelight or Candle Glow, the Caviar-Inspired here is here. There's a darker one here, and then an even darker one there. But I mean, it's just slightly ombre. It's not even easy to see how they've gone from light to medium to dark. But it's all 3 of those different Caviar-Inspired highlighting shades that he has had out in single form. He has put together in this one palette. And it's got a beautiful mirror. It's a lovely, lovely little container. I don't want a whole lot of shimmer and shine. Basically, it just, you know, doesn't seem to work for me. I like the lighter, glowier look, and this does definitely give that. So I am enjoying this. I like it. I use it more of an all over type of a thing, and then I do take a little bit on a brush on the lighter parts, and I do like right there under the eye. So I am really liking this. I would say that this is definitely a like it. And I will link all these products below where I can find them. So there you go. All right, another thing that I've been really enjoying lately, I have 2 more items to show you. I already have purchased this one, which is the Eye Artist palette, is all it says. It's more of the plummier toned ones. And these are the colors. And I've been loving them. They just blend so beautifully. They really do a great, great job. So I love those. I don't wear plum tones a lot, but when I do, I reach for this one always, and I enjoy it. So when I was at Sephora last, I saw that she has another palette out called the Caviar-Inspired Edition. And I'm really enjoying these colors also. This comes in an adorable, I love this packaging. It's just beautiful. It just feels opulent or something. I don't know, and I do like the magnetic closure there. So these I'm very much enjoying also, and these are the colors. And I really like these tones. They are neutral, yet you can throw a little bit of color in there. So it's basically if you're a girl who likes neutral, or guy who likes neutral tones, but you want a little bit of something else, this has been really working well. So I'm enjoying it a lot. Today I'm wearing a combination of these 2 more to darken things up in the outer bits, and then I have this real buttery yellow right here in the, just right, you know, popped in the middle there. And I think that's a really nice color. So I like that combination a lot. And I'm enjoying this palette so much. They blend so easily. Let me just even show you a little bit. They're just, I mean, so pigmented. It's just amazing. I mean, these shades are just absolutely gorgeous. Let's show you this one. They just blend so beautifully. They're so buttery soft. I just really, really enjoy them. And I really enjoy both of those. So there's that. Now, one more thing that I tried. Oh, I would have to say that I love these. This is a love it. One more thing that I tried that I feel like everyone has been going on and on about how great it is. So of course, I want to try it. You know how that is. Don't you feel that way too? You just want to try it? Well, it's the U.S.A. lip topper in Skinny Dip. I believe that's the name. Yes, in Skinny Dip. Now, you've probably heard about this a ton. I know I have. Had to try it. The idea of it is it's this golden glittery type of a sheen, shiny lip topper to add just a little bit of shine or a little bit of a definition in your lips to just sort of bring them out. And yes, it does that. This color is intense. This is no joke. It is just right, you know, it's quite a golden shimmery sheen, okay? And I'll even pop a little bit in the middle of my lip. And I just do one of these. And it definitely does what it says it does, right? I mean, it absolutely gives that little pop in the middle of the lip, and that's exactly what you want. Now my problem, I barely put any on, but anyway, my problem with this is that the sparkly bits, I mean, it's so, you can even see that, it's so golden. The little sparkly tiny bits, after things wear down for the day, I always get this remainder bit of sparkle on my lips in that area. And these, it's almost like gold glitter. I hate to say that, but that's what it looks like. I've got little gold glittery bits. I've even had a couple people mention it before to me. They're like, well, you have glitter on your, you know, it was just awkward. And so for me, because it has that wear away where you get the little glittery bits, it's really not my favorite. And what I do use instead, and I've been using for a long time, and I really, really like, and I think I will stick with this more often, is the Buxom in White Russian. It is just a nice little covering. Let's see, it just totally gives a little bit of shine, a little bit of something, you know, right in the middle of the lip there. And it wears away like any other lip product wears away, evenly and fine, and I'm not left with any chunks of anything. And I personally appreciate that a little bit more. So I will be going with the Buxom instead of the U.S.A Skinny Dip. Personally, I'm probably not going to use this hardly ever. So to me, I guess this would have to be a Leave It. So of all my items, I have some Like It's, some Love It's, and some Leave It's. And that's pretty much what I've tried out lately and how I feel about them. And of course, if any of these products work beautifully for you and they didn't for me, all this stuff is personal. I'm only giving you my information so that maybe you can, you know, help you better decide what might work for you or might not work for you. So anyway, that's what that's all about. And the two things I'm trying right now, it's going to take a little bit longer though, so like 4 weeks from now I'll be able to tell you what I feel about them, I'm trying the Rapid Lash. And I apply this every night to my eyelash line after, you know, on a clean face before I go to bed. And in about 4 weeks, I should be able to tell if it's made a difference, and I'll let you know. And I'm also trying the Strivectin Tightening and Sculpting Face Cream. Who doesn't want some tightening and sculpting, right? So I've just started using this. So like I say, in about 4 weeks, I will come back and let you know how that's going. Yeah. But those things will take some time for me to tell any difference whatsoever. But thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it as always. And let me know what you like, what you think, and if there's anything you'd like me to decide whether I love it, like it, or leave it. Thanks so much. Bye.